What's up guys, it's TheGamingRise and today we're going to be playing Fallout New Vegas. I have played this before. As you can see, I have a couple saves, but they're basically all like modded and I cheated in them, so I haven't technically played the full game properly. I don't fully know how it ends. I think I've seen endings of it before, but I don't fully remember them. A lot of people have already played this game, and I don't know, I thought I'd try it. Like I said, I've never played it fully properly, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. We'll just start a new game. Love the music in these Fallout games. They're so nice.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue, you knew just what
Oh, he's so cool. Oh, hell yeah. Somewhat modern Romans. Benny, what's up, bro? You trying to dig my grave? Yeah.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag.
Oh, risen.
A vast army of
That's me.
slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
Yeah, I got killed.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh, it's so old. But even though it's so old, it's so nice, and I love it. Like, probably one of my favorite intros to
You're
a game.
awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings.
No,
Let's
I don't
see
want
what
to.
the damage is.
I don't
How
want
about
to.
your name?
I don't want
Can you tell me your name?
to. Rise, obviously. Like, what else would it be?
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if
Fuck
that's
you,
your
I don't
name,
care.
that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Oh my god. This doesn't look anything like me. For one thing, he's old. This is my character. I don't know what's wrong with his eyes, but other than that, I think it suits me pretty well. There's not a lot of customization options in this Fallout, like there is with like the other ones.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Ooh, looking good so far.
What if I just murder you? Yeah, I know I need to use that, but I want to search. I mean, like, I need better weapons than a knife and a fucking pistol. I think it was a pistol. Yeah, a laser pistol. And yes, I do know what to take and what not to take. Like, for food and stuff. I remember cigarettes had high value, right? I think it had high value in the strip because so many people used it there. Thanks, Doc, for letting me raid your house. By the way, like, without your help, I wouldn't, you know, be alive right now. But like, I'm taking all your shit and pushing you the fuck out of my way. Okay. Hell yeah.
That's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
I'm already on the couch. Hurry up. I ain't got all day. Actually, I do. It's 3 in the morning right now.
All right. I'm gonna say a word.
Inward?
I want you to say the
That's
first
bad.
thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Train.
House.
Burglars.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Stab.
Light.
Heavy.
Mother.
Regret.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Wait, what? What did he say? No opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No. I
I'm
don't care
slow
about
to embrace new
what people
ideas.
think of me. I actually don't care. If you like me or you don't, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, I would rather you like me because that saves me less trouble, you know? I have to try less, but but seriously, I don't care. If you like me, if you don't like me, it doesn't matter. You can keep it to yourself because I won't listen to it anyways. I mean, if you say that you like me, that's cool. I might respond to you. But if you're like being a dick in comments or something, then I won't give you the light of day. I don't take kindly to any form of drama or anything like that. I don't know what he said. No opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I don't see any of those. Actually I see an ant in the middle. Like an ant with two eyes, but whatever.
Okay. How about this one?
Two laser pistols, obviously.
Last one.
Light in the darkness, a bearded man, a mushroom cloud, a head on a pillow. A bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote.
Oh yeah, who wrote it?
I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Energy weapon, melee weapon, speech. No, not an energy weapon. We'll go with guns though. I do like using melee weapons, and I'm gonna go with lockpick.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
No.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I do actually. It's a real bad thing for me. All of my family members definitely got shot in the head. You know? Kamikaze. A flamer that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. All weapons have plus 30% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 50% faster. Oh, no. You fire weapons 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate, so it's basically just the same statistics. While wearing any type of glasses, you have plus 1% or perception. Without glasses, that's stupid. Your good nature's at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. Nope. Melee and unarmed attacks do more damage, but less critical hit damage. You have plus 10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. I don't think I pronounced that right, but whatever, doesn't matter. From frag grenades to throwing spears, you could throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% less range. Due to your small size, you have plus 1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. That's dumb. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. That's probably okay. This one, and this one.
Alright, I guess that about
Your
does
shoes
it.
are
Come with
bad.
me, I'll see you out.
Sorry, I had to fix my mouse. I'm a lot faster than you. Can I take this hat? I can take this hat. I'm gonna take this hat. Give me my stuff.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there,
Was
you
that
ought to
the
have
package?
this. They call
Probably.
it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
You shouldn't have gone
Didn't
through
have
my
much
stuff.
choice, I'm afraid. But I understand the sentiment. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some
drunk?
of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
No, I will not be going on hardcore. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put that on. Put that on. Yes. All right. Out in the wasteland. I remember when this game had like really good graphics. Like this was the best graphics out there. 360. Those were the days. Alright. Catch up to this guy. I forgot I could zoom. Oop. I also forgot that there was no run.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of
Don't
the
mention
grave.
it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Are you really? How did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
You know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Okay, bye.
Happy trails!
Okay.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
I'd assume so. He shot me in the head.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR? They're so random. Oh yeah, you were a prospector? What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Speaking of the Legion, tell me about them.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
I'm probably gonna side with Khazar's Legion, mainly because of the fact that I really, really like Roman shit. Like me and my brother are in a Roblox group for Rome, and we're gonna be joining Minecraft Romecraft, like the new one that's coming out. So you might actually see videos on that in the next couple weeks, because I'll probably do something on it. If it's good, honestly. But yeah, I'll probably side with Khazar's Legion. What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the Bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
How do you have green in your lips? Weird. Actually, I'm gonna go to the schoolhouse first. Thank you very much. Huh. Oops. What a mantis forelegs. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hi. Okay. That's easy enough. All these are empty. This is what I do when I go to school. Just knock over all the desks and then search them all. Even though I don't have desks like this. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing here. Now that I think about it. Well, that was fun. I thought there was more in there.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
Yeah, okay. I mean, as long as she doesn't actually bite me, I'm okay. I'll pet the shit out of her. I love dogs. I got one myself. Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
No, I want to talk to
Everything
you
all
more.
right?
I wanted to ask you
Well,
this
let's just
question.
finish this first, all right?
Ah,
Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
we're in the saloon right now.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
Those were
Take this
definitely
and try to
not
hit a
there
couple of
before.
them.
Fine, I'll use your varmint rifle. What? 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 I'm definitely...
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
I am. It clips weird.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I think I've learned enough.
Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that. I'm not taking...
Definitely not. Definite. Let me take out my boy.
Come on.
No.
If you're not gonna buy something...
There we go. Come on.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Huh. My health is not low. You're dumb. Okay, you're welcome. You guys can come out now.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not. Well, what's done is done. So, what can I do for you? I'm sure I've got something you like.
You don't.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him.
Bad joke.
Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
It's the wasteland. You should always expect the unexpected. Like, literally all the time.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right.
Who was the man you bargained
He's a
with?
convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Trying to track down the people who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
My attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they heading?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at your
Sure, the outside
radio?
looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Do you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he actually do around
Other
here?
than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
How long has he been in Good
It was here when I
Springs?
took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me.
Does Good Springs get many
It's mostly
visitors?
traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Goodbye.
Be careful.
Hey, dog. Hello, dog. You're still pretty cute for bad graphics.
Howdy.
Did I ask?
Howdy.
Did I? Who? Where? You?
Howdy.
It must have been you. Alright, general store. A rollerblade.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Tell me about the weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Well, man, don't swear. One fucking YouTuber. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
I already killed Joe Cobb. Nobody will be coming. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Say goodbye.
Take it easy now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I will be coming back to this. I know I didn't really do a lot, mainly because I've been playing for an hour, and like, even though I've been playing for an hour, I'm not very good at making progress in games. It'll probably take me quite a few episodes in order to actually, like, get a, like, full playthrough done. Even after I finish the game through, I'll probably come back to it. Like, I'll probably come back to it and do, like, a different way of doing it, because I know there are multiple endings, and I know that quite a few people like New Vegas. Obviously, like, 4 is a lot better. I'm gonna leave this episode here, and I'll definitely come back. It is a lot of fun, and I do love this game. I know for a fact that Khazar's Legion is one of the more annoying ones to go for, I'm pretty sure. Like, because I'm pretty sure he sends you on, like, a bunch of impossible tasks. Well, almost impossible. They're, like, difficult tasks. Even defeating Joe Cobb there was somewhat difficult, mainly because I didn't have any good weapons, but still. I died once to him, like... I'm not exactly the best at Fallout games in general. I like Fallout games. I like playing them. I like the gameplay in them. They're a lot of fun. But, like, at the same token, I mainly like fucking around with mods. It's a lot more fun. I'm gonna leave this here. I had fun, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!